Let me ask you something. Have you ever set your lending filters just a bit too high, only to realize, too late, that you missed out on a great lead? If you're like most experienced lenders, you probably have strict minimums, maybe a 680 credit score, max LTV 70%. It feels safe, right? But what if those guardrails are actually keeping you from your next big win? Here's a quick case study that really opened my eyes. I had my filters set to minimum 680, just like everyone else. A borrower comes in, puts down a credit score range, 660 to 679. Their real score, 672. LTV request, 64%. Everything else on their profile looked promising, but guess what? That lead never even made it to my dashboard. Why? Because my filter was set too conservatively. Now here's where it gets interesting. If I'd contacted that borrower, just reached out, I'd have found out that a single credit card with a high balance was dragging their score down. Paying off that card, their score could have bumped up to 690 almost overnight. With all other factors in line, that loan would have sailed through. So what's the lesson here? I started adjusting my filters. I dropped my minimum credit score requirement to 640. Why? Because credit repair services can often add 40 points in a matter of weeks. Suddenly, I wasn't just getting more leads, I was getting better leads. Leads that my competitors were ignoring. Here's the playbook I use now, and honestly, it's made all the difference. First, set your filters to a minimum of 640. Don't be afraid to capture those borderline cases. Second, review the full loan request. Look at the story, not just the numbers. Is their purpose solid? Is there a realistic exit strategy? Third, if the deal looks good, send an intro message. Get their contact info. Fourth, reach out and recommend a practical credit repair solution. Something that can get them above your target score in 60 days or less. Most borrowers are grateful for the help. Unless they're in a rush for funds, they'll wait for a better loan and appreciate your support. And when you pull it off, you get a win-win. Not just a closed loan, but a borrower who's more likely to refer their friends. Now, a quick word of caution. Always check with a credit repair specialist before promising results. Not every case is a slam dunk. But, in my experience, most lenders set the bar at 600, 620, 660, or 680. By being just a little more flexible and a lot more strategic, you can unlock leads that others never even see. So, next time you're reviewing your lead filters, ask yourself, am I closing the door on opportunity, or am I ready to work a little harder for a much better outcome? Trust me, it's worth it.